Surge protection? In times of energy transition, increasingly a challenge. Renewable energy generation is creating new grid parameters. The transition from a centralized to a decentralized energy supply is changing the short-circuit conditions. At the same time, simple and efficient solutions are needed to make planning and installation as easy and safe as possible. As a pioneer and technological leader in the field of lightning and surge protection, DEEN has always been quick to recognize and stay one step ahead of the challenges of the times with its innovative technologies and products. We already answered this challenge with CI technology, and DEEN VentCI was the first combined arrestor with integrated backup fuse launched on the market, thus eliminating the customary external backup fuse and associated problems such as correct dimensioning and compliance with the prescribed cable length. But why use a backup fuse at all? Because the surge protective device, for short SPD, can be overloaded in the event of a fault. The arrestor backup fuse, which trips before the main fuse, prevents the entire system from shutting down unexpectedly. With conventional SPDs, the electrical planning engineer is responsible for the backup fuse, and that can be quite tricky. The backup fuse must be correctly dimensioned. If it is too small, it will trip when lightning current flows through it. Conversely, if the backup fuse is too large, there is a risk that the arrestor will explode or be thermally overloaded in the event of a fault. In addition, the arrestor backup fuse must be selective to the system fuse. Another problem is the total cable length, which, according to IEC 60364 Part 5, Chapter 53, must not exceed 0.5 meters, because a longer cable reduces the protection level. This is difficult to comply with if a backup fuse is used. CI technology makes planning and installation much easier. The new Advanced Circuit Interruption, or ACI technology, goes one step further. Instead of a conventional fuse, a switch-spark gap combination developed by DEEN has been integrated into the surge protective device. How exactly does it work? In the event of a surge, the surge impulse is only conducted at the narrowest point, which is always sufficiently dimensioned. The arising electric arc does not enter the arcing chamber. If the surge protective device is defective, the fault and short-circuit currents are immediately channeled into the arcing chamber, thus interrupting the current. In this way, ACI technology ensures that the faulty arrestor is disconnected from the grid without affecting the system and selectively to small system fuses. The status indication switches from green to red, and the device must be replaced. The process in the ACI spark gap is much faster than when the wire melts in a fuse. This reduces the load on the overall system and the connected cables in the event of a short circuit. This means that the cable cross-sections to be connected can be reduced to 16 square millimeters for Type 1 and 6 square millimeters for Type 2. This saves material costs and enables easier installation thanks to smaller conductor radii. The use of a fuse as a backup fuse for the arrestor or integrated in the arrestor has further disadvantages. Although the arrestor is disconnected from the mains in good time by the arrestor disconnector in the event of small leakage currents and by the arrestor backup fuse in the event of large short-circuit currents, there is a protection gap. Whereas the ACI switch-spark gap combination reliably interrupts small and large fault currents in the shortest possible time. ACI offers the highest level of safety. In addition, the elimination of the backup fuse greatly simplifies the necessary selectivity analysis during system planning. What's more, ACI arresters have a high temporary overvoltage TOV withstand and do not allow any leakage currents to earth. This makes them much more durable and increases system safety. The global energy transition is increasingly making surge protection a challenge. As a technological leader, we have already risen to this challenge and come up with ACI, a solution for today that will equip you with the requirements of the future, because it makes surge protection easier, safer, and more reliable than ever before.